God's presence does not force its way into a crowded heart. It dwells where it is welcome. Good morning, beloved. Welcome once again to At His Table, a daily moment of spiritual nourishment, wisdom, and encouragement at the Shepherd's Table. As we continue in this month of divine visitation, I want to ask you a simple but important question. If God were to visit your life today, will He find a room for Himself? Will He find a room to stay? Many people desire God's blessing. Many people pray for God's favor. Many people ask for divine intervention, but few stop to consider whether they have made a room for His presence. Today, at His table, we will be considering a powerful message titled, Prepare Room for His Presence. Prepare room for His presence. Beloved, one of the greatest mistakes we can make is to become so occupied with receiving from God and we forget to make room for God Himself. We become busy pursuing opportunities, busy chasing success. We are busy managing responsibilities. We are also busy trying to survive another day. Yet, in the midst of all this activity, our hearts can become crowded. Our minds can become noisy. Our schedules can become full. And slowly, without realizing it, we leave very little room for God's presence. Before the glory of God descended upon Mount Sinai, the people were instructed to prepare themselves. Before Elijah heard the still small voice, there was a season of waiting. Before Mary carried the promise of God, she surrendered herself completely to His will. Preparation has always been part of visitation. So, sometimes we pray for more of God while holding tightly to things He is asking us to release. We ask for His presence while refusing His correction. We ask for His guidance while ignoring His instructions. We ask for His voice while surrendering ourselves with constant distractions. But you know what? God desires more than a momentary visit. He desires fellowship. He desires intimacy. He desires a place in our daily life. Preparing room for His presence may require removing some things. Perhaps it is a habit that has become a distraction. Perhaps it is bitterness that has occupied space in our heart. It is fear that has become louder than faith. Perhaps it is worry that has replaced trust. Whatever competes for God's place in your heart must be surrendered. The shepherd cannot fully lead a heart that is crowded with competing voices. So, beloved, God's presence changes everything. His presence brings peace where there was anxiety. His presence brings clarity when there was confusion. His presence brings strength where there was weakness. His presence brings hope where there was despair. The greatest blessing is not what God can give you. The greatest blessing is God Himself. So, when His presence is with you, you can face uncertainty. When His presence is with you, you can endure challenges. When His presence is with you, you can walk through difficult seasons with confidence. Because wherever God is, grace is available, wisdom is available, strength is available, direction is available. Today, I encourage you to examine your heart. What occupies your thoughts the most? Ask yourself this question. What consumes your attention? What dominates your emotions? What has been taking the place that belongs to God? This month, make room for Him. Make room through prayer. Make room through worship. Make room through His word. Make room through obedience. Make room through stillness. For many people, the greatest miracle they need is another breakthrough. The greatest miracle they need is a fresh awareness of God's presence. Beloved, the shepherd still visits his people. He still speaks. He still leads. He still comforts. He still restores. But we must prepare room for his presence. Today we declare that every distraction that pulls us away from God will lose its hold. Every burden that crowds our heart will be lifted. Every obstacle to intimacy with God will be removed. Our hearts will become fertile ground for His presence. Our minds will become attentive to His voice. Our lives will become available for His purpose. May this month be marked by a deeper walk with God. May His presence surround you. May His peace sustain you. May His voice guide you everywhere you go. And also, may His visitation transform every areas of your life. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Never forget this, that the greatest evidence of God's favor is not merely what He gives you. It is the privilege of walking daily in His presence. When you make room for God, He fills your space with peace, wisdom, strength, and grace. Thank you for spending this moment with us today at the Shepherd's Table. If this devotional ministered to you, share it with someone, leave a comment, and also subscribe so you never miss another moment at His table. Until tomorrow morning, make a room for His presence, guide your fellowship with Him, and welcome His visitation into every area of your life. This is the Shepherd's Table, where everyone has a seat. Thank you very much. I am your evangelist, Enamidem Odofia.